Hey, what's up everyone? So today, I have a pretty cool video. If we go ahead and press F1 to show all the scoreboards and stuff and get out of the cinema mode that I'm in, I am officially a rich boy. Why is the server closing? Thank you, Hypixel. They don't even let me do my thank you, Hypixel. Why? No. So yeah, I have almost 144 million coins. Just gonna add that to the bank. Not afraid I'm gonna die or anything with 150 million coins. I mean, it's madness at this point. I literally have to put in buy orders for enchanted diamond blocks so I can store my money because my bank doesn't have enough to hold it. Now, I could upgrade to the deluxe account, but it's a little expensive, don't you think? Wait a minute. 50,000 coins extra interest. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to spend 10 million coins on that. Okay, now that I've flexed on all of you, did the server just close again? Why? So now that you've all been flexed on, let's establish how this happened. So before all this started, I had around 40 million coins in the bank. So I was doing pretty well, but I wasn't like top of the leaderboard rich or anything. And I'm still not. Those people have like 15 billion coins. I don't know how they get that much. So one day I was just talking to my guild in the guild chat and someone mentioned that Runin's bow prices were really low. When I went to check it out, I noticed that Runin's bow prices were really low. You could also buy the materials from the bazaar for really cheap. In total, I think it costs about 525,000 coins. So needless to say, Runin's bows were pretty cheap. But you're not going to make very many coins selling Runin's bows for 5,000 coins more than you can buy them on the bazaar. So I started looking into better ways to sell the Runin's bow. People are lazy. Like, stupid lazy. So if you can add the basic enchants for a bow onto a Runin's bow... Oh my god, does that have 7 anvil uses? So if you can add the enchants to a bow that people don't want to get themselves, it'll actually pay off in the long run. Most books are extremely cheap to craft, so you can actually get all the enchants for a bow for only a couple thousand coins. The main problem was XP, because enchanted lapis was really expensive. So after some tinkering, I found the best way to enchant a Runin's bow to max. Another thing that I found out is that if you're going to be doing this, you want to get 9 bows at the same time. This is because your inventory is 9 slots long, so it just makes it a lot easier because you have 1 or 2 rows of books that you're dealing with at a time. So if I was going to enchant 9 Runin's bows, or the standard amount that I was doing, I would go ahead and buy 18 power 4 books, and then get this entire row full of them, and then just combine them all. So I found that when you're making a maxed out Runin's bow, the most important enchants are Snipe, Infinite Quiver, Power, Cubism, Aiming, and Impaling. Not only are these basically the standard enchants, but they're also really, really cheap. And then you buy the materials for the Runin's bows, which you need 192 of both enchanted bones and enchanted string. So right there you can see it cost about 470,000. Usually it's around 500,000, but I guess the prices are a little bit lower right now. And then you go ahead and craft your Runin's bow, and then you need some grand experience bottles. So for 9 Runin's bows, I strongly recommend getting a stack and a half of grand experience bottles, which totals to 576 lapis. Now, probably my favorite thing about this is that it actually levels up your enchanting skill. My enchanting was 20 when I started, and it has gone up by probably 2 million XP, which is just absurd. So solely because of this, I purchased a guardian pet so that I could get more enchanting XP, and I've also gone through about 12 enchanting XP boost 3 potions. If you have it, make sure to drink the potion with the parrot pet equipped so that you get a lot more time. As you can see, this is going to last me an hour and a half, and then make sure to switch back to the guardian so you have that extra boost, and then now you can combine. So the snipe books cost 3 XP to combine, and then the infinite quiver books cost 24. The infinite quiver is a pain because it's so expensive. The power books cost 6. The cubism books cost 12. The aiming books cost 6. And the impaling books also cost 6. So snipe is our cheapest and infinite quiver is our most expensive. So I've found that if you add snipe to the infinite quiver book, so infinite quiver here, snipe there, it only costs 9 levels. Now, power is one of the medium books. It costs 6 levels, and Cubism is the second most expensive. So we're going to add Power to Cubism, and that'll cost 12 levels. Now, for whatever reason, if you add Aiming to Impaling, it only costs 12, but if you add Impaling to Aiming, it costs 13. So I think you can guess which one to do. And then because Infinite Quiver is such an expensive book, we're not actually going to add another anvil use to that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and put in our Aiming and Impaling book, and we're going to add that to our Cubism and Power book. So that costs 27 levels. So now we have 2 books. We have Infinite Quiver 5 and Snipe 3, and Aiming 5, Cubism 5, Impaling 3, and Power 5. So first, we want to add the Infinite Quiver and Snipe 3 book to our bow. And what I find really annoying about Infinite Quiver is that even though this book has 2 anvil uses, it still costs 45 levels to combine. I hate when people just come up to me and try to trade me stuff. I don't want it, dude. So now we need to add this book with 3 anvil uses to our bow, which only has 1. So we're gonna need 4 Grand XP bottles for that, so that we end up getting 66 levels when we need 61. And there we go. Alright, so I have been harassed by 5 different people in the last 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and go to a private server. So if you get really good, you can make 9 Runin's bows with these enchants in about 15 minutes. I was doing them in about 12 minutes each, which is pretty good, but I'd also done like 50 batches of this. So there's one more step. We go /warp gold, and it'll send us to the gold mine. Now we're going to talk to our boy Rusty over here, and he's going to give us telekinesis on the bow. And now this bow is finished. If we go /hub, and we go into the auction house and look at Runin's bows, we set it to buy it now only, lowest price, we can see that the cheapest Runin's bows right now are selling for 800,000. When I was doing this a lot, the cheapest ones were selling for about 900,000 coins. So I was selling each of these bows for 875,000 coins, or 375,000 coins of profit. Now we want people to buy our bow first, so we're gonna go ahead and set it to be 1 coin lower than the highest priced Runin's bow. And just like that, we got 300,000 coins of profit. So yeah, 300,000 coins isn't a ton of money. It's not like a tiny amount, but it's also nothing super big. But if you can do 9 Runin's bows in 12 minutes, then that's 5 sets of 9 Runin's bows in an hour. And that's 45 times 300,000 coins profit, maybe even 400,000 coins profit if you get really lucky. We're going to assume that you can do 9 Runin's bows in 12 minutes or 45 an hour. So we're just going to round up to my average. That's about 350,000 coins of profit per bow. So 45 times 350,000 coins of profit per Runin's bow, and we come to the total of 15.750 million coins an hour. So for the sake of simplicity, we're going to go ahead and average this out to 15 million coins an hour. So now I'm going to do a run through of combining 9 Runin's bows. I'll just time lapse it so you guys don't have to sit through the entire thing. And I'm going to log every single coin that I spend, which is going to change because prices in the bazaar change. But I'll also log how much enchanting XP I earn, and in the end, how much money I make from selling it in the auction house. So before we begin, usually the cost for this process is somewhere around 6 million coins, so that's how much we're going to go ahead and extract. And you need a stack and a half of Grand XP bottles. Now that I'm done rambling, I'll let the time lapse commence. To make those 9 Runin's bows, it cost us about 4.7 million coins. Just for simplicity and to also account for the potential of the bazaar increasing in price, I'm just going to go ahead and say it cost us 5 million coins. But on top of that, we also got 67,000 enchanting XP. That is, of course, with the Enchanting XP boost and the Guardian pet. But I mean, considering how much Enchanting sucks, I'm just glad you get any. It's been about 20 minutes since I cut the recording for combining all the Runin's bows and putting them up in the auction house. And as you can see, I did put up 10, and 8 of them have already sold, plus this one. I forgot to film me collecting the other ones, so obviously I've done more than just one batch of 9 Runin's bows. I probably spent 8 hours combining Runin's bows. And I actually went ahead and recorded a lot of the times that I was collecting maxed out auctions. And by that, I mean I had 14 auction slots full of Runin's bows, and all of them had sold for good profit. So yeah, here's that. So as of recording this, it is Tuesday. This money-making method is very, very quickly dying. It has already taken a substantial decrease in profitability. I don't think that's a word. But anyways, it's already become a lot less profitable, and I'm sure by Friday, it's not going to be any more profitable. Plus, I'm releasing this video, so I don't think that'll help. But there's a lot that you can learn from this video. First of all, you could make like a bow book, which basically has all of those enchants on a book, and then sell that for maybe 250,000 coins. And you could also make like armor books with protection 5 and growth 5 and sell those for, I think I've seen them go for maybe 60,000 coins. You could also combine all of the sword enchants onto a book and sell like the sword god book. You could buy clean swords and then add all of those enchants and then resell the swords. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling. This video took me a really long time to make, and I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe. If you actually watched to the end of the video, that's incredible. Thank you so much. Anyways, thanks a ton for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!